Hey Joy, how you doing today? You look great. Looks like you had some sleep at least last night.
Yes, about 5 hours. I had to really, the other night, I just like had to take some, you know, not a Demerol, but just to keep me asleep. Yeah, but yeah, so good, so good. Just, I can't wait to touch more people's lives. Just every day is a new day. So it's a new day. So be positive, and there's always hope for the people in the world. It's just so good to be waking up and still alive. Something to be thankful for. Yeah, but yes, with the family here, I'm just so glad that glad to see you all, especially Coach Darren and Jeremy, and because Coach Darren, I've been on the hangout, but he wasn't on, so good to see you, Coach.
Yeah, listen, let's do a tiny bit of housekeeping. Hopefully some of the Filipinos might be watching this, then get the message out. I'm going to just take a couple minutes. Listen, guys, the only reason why people might not be approved is if their profiles are incorrect, okay? The biggest mistakes we're seeing are things like an incomplete profile or an improper link for a Facebook page or not a post about our business on the Facebook page. So honestly, that's just a message for the Filipino manager, wannabes, and potential people we're going to help. So if they get that message and you can spread that as well, that'd be great.
Yep.
And I know that Alvinson's been making some good videos as well to hopefully get people to understand the process, because really the rest of it's easy. And the system is set up so well, like we discussed a little bit ago, as far as how it works, it's really not that complicated. And obviously it's going to be a huge springboard for these people to get a nice head start, whether it be for education or financial freedom or be able to not have to work, and outside the country and, do all that. So it's just good stuff. So Alvinson, how are you doing today, buddy? You there?
I am good, Bart. Thank you for having me here. Great to be here in the panel, and we're just excited. The energy from the lunch, since the Good Cause project has launched July 4th, Jeremy's birthday, has been crazy. And I just wanted to thank everyone in the One Link family, guys, for all your support. For spreading the good news to your Filipino friends, or because right now, we're just starting with the Philippines, but Good Cause project is not only going to be in the Philippines. Actually, right now, it's all over the world already. So if you could share that great project, to your friends outside the country or the country that you're in and that wanted to have an online business, but don't have, the capacity or the fund to start with, then invite them to our project, okay? Because we just started with the Philippines, yes, but this one's for everybody. So we're just really, really excited. The turnout currently is amazing. I mean, we're teaching them how to do their 2%. They're only, even though they started as account managers, they're doing their 2% already. Everybody's asking questions. So you can see that we're doing great things here. We're doing great things here, and I just love it. I love the energy. It feeds me. It feeds me to be more active with the One Link family. It feeds me to be, to take more action and create those videos to help out as many people as we can in the team. So I'm just really, really happy about this one, Bart. Back to you.
Cool. Why don't you give a little message out to our Filipino watchers who might watch this either in recorded level later or if they're even watching live now, which might be hard because it's so late there. But why don't you send a message to our extended family as well?
Alright, dun sa mga kababayan namin dyan sa Pilipinas, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng suporta nyo, sa tulong nyo, and sa pagtitiwala na binigay nyo sa amin. And so far, I think na inaaprobahan na tayong 18 account managers. And may funds, actually. We have funds. We're just waiting for you guys. Inihintay lang namin kayo na tapusin nyo ng maayos yung mga profiles ninyo. Tawag dito, pirmahan nyo na yung maayos yung mga requirements na kailangan. Yung sa link ng Good Cause Project, sumali kayo doon para updated kayo and para masuportahan namin kayo. And pag may mga tanong kayo, guys, lahat ng tao dito sa panel na to, very, very willing na tulungan kayo. We're very willing to help you out, and yung support, nandyan kami. Lahat ng katanungan nyo, sasagutin namin. And again, kaka-launch lang natin, so be patient. Kung may mga glitches man o may mga challenges na nangyayari, we just launched, so that's very, very normal. But eventually, guys, it's gonna be 100% flawless. So, tiis lang, tiis ganda lang. Okay? Be patient, be positive, and we're here for all of you guys.
I want to control myself. First off, is I can't believe the donations keep coming in for the good cause accounts, and there's members that are buying good cause accounts. Now, at the moment, the payments that you put into PayPal are not automated because we're opening up we've been told by the legal team we're going to have to open a charity up. So we're in the process of opening a registered charity. Then we're going to have a PayPal account with that charity company, and then it will all be automated. But at the moment, it collects into one account, which is in my account. I cleared it out, collect it in there, and then I feed the money in, every time it gets to $1,000, really. Now, we've got some more money to go in because in pre-launch, up until the 4th of July, I said whatever you guys put in, I would match. And I think we got to about $8,870, somewhere around there. And we've already bought, I believe, 11 accounts. I think we've got 11, I'll call them company ones, but, they're yours, basically. Those 11 accounts, and we've got some more to go in, and you've given more donations. So when we have a hangout, we're not doing one on Friday, but when we do one at the weekend, I'll collect the numbers together, and I'll let you know those numbers. But I want to say to you now something else that's, because this what we're doing now, the good cause account, is I've only let you, and I don't want to sound patronising, I've only let a little bit out of the bag. I've not let everything out of the bag, okay? Because one thing I'm working on at the moment is that we're going to be turning our focus towards Zookle, and we're going to have something very, very interesting inside Zookle that you're going to be at. It's going to be, I can't say too much at the moment because I need to dot the I's and cross the T's a bit more, but it's going to help even more Philippines, okay, or anybody that can't start their business up. But it's also going to help you as a Zookle member. If you're a Zookle member, it's going to help you. Now, I also want to say Zookle Gold. I've almost finished my talks with a couple of companies. There was some companies I was looking at, which was Swiss Gold, but I didn't like their compensation plan because of the way that it only helps the people that get in first, and the people at the bottom of the pile sort of will end up getting kicked out and losing their money. And I didn't want to go down that route. But we're almost at the point where we're going to have Zookle Gold back up and running. So I'm really excited about that. And then also I've got something for those people that joined, as I know some of them have already asked for refunds actually, and they're going to kick themselves from what I'm about to say, is the people that bought the GSUs that combined with MPA. You bought 3 Zookle ones, and you got 2 ones that were for MPA. Well, obviously we're not doing MPA anymore because, unfortunately our friend there had a few problems and we couldn't go forward with that, which is such a shame. And I hope he gets it all sorted out again. But I'm looking at a way now where you can actually turn GSUs that you bought, the MPA ones, into ad packs. Okay, you're going to be able to convert them into cash into ad packs. Okay, but I'll release more of that as I get a bit nearer to doing it. But we're looking, because we want to finish. We want to make sure all the I think Elvison just said the glitches. We want to make sure that all the glitches are out of the good cause accounts. Then we move on to the next phase of the good cause accounts, which is it will be about Zookle. Okay. Plus, I'm going to be seeing Coach. Unfortunately, Jamie's not going to be able to make it. But I'm going to sit down with Coach and we're going to talk about the super affiliate over the weekend. And that'll be coming. And again, that's for Zookle members. Okay, so we've got a lot of exciting stuff happening. So if you were sitting, let me just say, if you're sitting patiently waiting for what the gold was going to be, Zookle Gold, that's round the corner. MPA sign-ups that we're going to give you the ability to convert those into ad packs, and we're going to tell it it's going to be a really interesting ad packs, not the ad packs that you got in there. They're going to be it's something I'm doing inside Zookle, okay? And I tell you, I believe it's going to blow your socks completely off when I release it. I just want to make sure I've got to crunch some more numbers, and tell you what it's all about. But it's all, everything we're going to do is about moving you further and further forward, about taking this business forward, and about you getting multiple streams of income. Now, I will say, you know, I know that people go out and promote other companies, which is fine, and they go and join other companies. But my goal is to get to a place where there's a one-stop shop, and that's Zookle, where you haven't got to look anywhere else, because you can trust the brand, you can trust the people behind it, and you know you're going to get paid. And it's great to see a new company start up. You know, there's, you know, RevShares is a perfect example. RevShares starting up all the time, but they fall all the time. And I want to give a platform for for our members and for me. You know, I'm not doing this just for you. I'm doing this for me, because I want a business that's going to be around, you know, well into the future. You know, hopefully into, I can hand it down to my children and my grandchildren and so on. You know, so everything we do is to make my life better, and in turn will make your life better. It's not about me being a saint. It's not about me not telling the truth, and that is, I want to make a lot of money, and I want to live a lifestyle that I've already started living, and I want to carry on doing that. But I also know, for me to achieve that, I've got to help as many other people get there as well. And that was what the penny dropped with me in about 3 years ago, when, you know, I was in companies, didn't make any money, lose one company to the next company to the next company, and it just kept falling in on itself. It was like a balloon. It was great. I could recruit, bring people into the business. They couldn't recruit, and then it just sort of sucked in. And you just sort of stand there looking at the screen thinking, now what? What do I promote? You know, and I even see people putting out posts saying, oh, I don't know what to promote. So everything we do here is about moving the company forward to give us stability, longevity, and above all, to get people to a position where they can change their life, period. That's what it's all about. It's nothing else. It's not about fame for anybody. It's not about, you know, somebody losing their money and not making any money. I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire. I'm not going to say you're going to make any money, but we're going to do our damnedest to make sure as many people can that want to stick with a business. Because this is a business. It's not, you know, these companies that come, show you all the bright lights, show you all the stuff and say, oh, you know, next week you're going to be a millionaire, and then you ain't. And then all of a sudden, you know, as Darren puts it, the owner's gone into the witness protection program. That's not what we're doing here. We're building a business. And I can honestly say this. I'm here because I'm being paid. Okay? I'm being paid to be here. It's my company. Everybody else on this panel is here because they want to be here. And there's a big difference there when you know, they're not company people. They don't get a salary from the company. You know, they don't get any backhanders or anything like that. They see what I see, and I'm hoping that you see it as well. We have got something amazing here, and this, I know I keep saying it, but we're only just beginning. We really are. And blowing socks off, I know that's an easy statement, you know, and spillover. We don't even talk about spillover anymore. You know, but this company is going to change so many lives. Just look at them videos. Go into that Filipino group that Elvis and Joy put together. Now, I know Joy's got a big following, and I know Joy has, for 2 years, has wanted so desperately, I don't know whether that's the word, but I'm going to use it, sorry, Joy, desperately, to find something that could help, you know, her countrymen and women do a business where they haven't got to give their life savings away. Okay? Now, these people, you know, Joy's proven it to me time and time again. These people have such a, if you give them an inch, they'll work a mile. Where some people, if you give them an inch, they'll take a yard. These people, give them an inch and they will work, they will go to the end of the earth for you and take your business to the next level. And you know what my father said to me, and it was so bizarre when he said it to me. He said, son, he said, I know you're doing the internet stuff. He said, if you could find something where I'm sorry I'm going to use this word. He said where you can help the poor to make money. He said you're going to be a multi-millionaire. He said if you can get to the lowest place where people don't have that much money, if you can lift them out of the hole that they're in, you take yourself to unbelievable heights. So this is about me being selfish. I want to take myself to unbelievable heights, and I want to take as many people as I can along with me. And if you think that you know, I'm being greedy, or you think that that's arrogant of me, I apologise. I apologise for wanting to better myself, and I know that I want to help as many people as I can, because I believe it's the only way to go forward. And as Zig Ziglar said, what was it? Help enough people get what they want. By default, you get what you want. Now, I think he's was a great marketer, so I'm happy to stick with that line. Just New York. It's definitely the city that doesn't sleep. It's a fantastic city. It really is. It's a bit like London on steroids, I must admit. Anyway, let's just say that on Friday, for those people that come Friday, so I think it's Bart, Marcus, Greg, John comes on Friday, but I think he's going to be a bit late. But we've already booked. Jesse's booked some stuff today. We're doing a little Italian restaurant with it's got jazz music playing there, I believe, on Friday. And then on Saturday morning, we've got a rooftop brunch. That's at 10 o'clock, a rooftop brunch. And then Bart's fixed us up with a restaurant, I think, very, very close to Times Square. Then on, so that's Saturday. Then on Sunday morning, we're probably going to do a brunch either on a waterfront restaurant or on a cruise up the river there. So taking the views. So we're just clarifying that, whether we do a waterfront brunch or a boat one. And then Sunday evening, we've got another place, fantastic place. I'm not quite sure what the food is, to be honest. We looked at the menu. I can't remember actually, but it looks fantastic. It is. It looks, it's got. It's going to have a band and everything in there. It's got real. You've got to come bitch poshed up. You've got to get your glad rags out. Don't come in your shorts, Bart. Okay, and you've got to bring a shirt with you and a pair of strides. I think you guys call them pants. For us, we call them trousers because your pants go underneath your trousers, not on top of them. So we've got a fun-packed weekend. Okay, and then obviously those people that. We obviously, we want to get together and do a bit of masterminding, and thanks. And he just bought me the bill. Look. So it's we're going to do a bit of masterminding. So if you are coming the whole weekend, obviously we'd love for you to join us on the brunch and in the evening stuff. But then, of course, you've got all day to go off and do what you want, do boat trips, sightseeing, and all that sort of stuff. So. I think it'll be just a fantastic weekend. It really will. Maybe we can meet in Central Park and have they've got a lovely tea and scone shop there. Okay, I've not tried it, but it's got double cream. I shouldn't try it because you've got to keep away from the waistline. But it looks fantastic. You can get we did it on the horses. They've got these horse carriages there. You can go, and it pulls right up outside this tea and scones. And I know you Americans might not like tea, but I tell you, tea and scones, you can't beat them. Proper English stuff, that is, I tell you. So anyway, we've got a fantastic weekend coming ahead of us. I can't wait to meet as many people as possible. And then I think definitely 2017, we've got to plan well ahead, and let's do a Europe thing or something like that. Maybe Italy or Spain or Portugal or even London itself, so that would be fantastic. And maybe we'll put a button in your back office where you can save some money each week towards that trip, you know, so we could do that, and then we could get some sort of you never know, might even be able to charter an aeroplane, mightn't we, if we get enough people that want to come. That would be fantastic. So I think next year we've got to do something that's well in advance, give people plenty of time to plan for it, and you know, we have maybe a 4-day weekend, if you like, maybe in Europe somewhere, or London. That's what I think would be fantastic. And again, I'm being selfish because I live in London and Europe's so close for me. I want to thank you for your trust and your support. And I want to tell you this now. I want you, when you come, for those people that come and meet me, or you know, and the rest of us this weekend, if you're meeting me for the first time, I want you to look me in the eyes, and I'll tell you this: I'm not going to let a single person down. We're not going to stop with this train. We're going to keep going and keep going and keep going. The mission is always been the same: change as many people's lives as possible, and in turn it will change my own. And I just can't tell you how I want to tell you that I know it's talk, but my sincerity, you know, is I'm serious, and I'm not a buffalo dust talker. You might not like everything you hear, but I'm not going to let you down. You give me your trust, I won't abuse it. I'll return it back to you tenfold. I really will. And I want to thank you so much for allowing me to live a dream, and that is to take this company to the moon and back. And the rocket's just starting, it really is. Thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Thank you very much.